I'm I'm you know, oh my God. I rush in here like 7:50, slammed my door shut. Fucking hi. I was like, fuck, I have to start stream 10 minutes. I have to use the restroom. I have to do all that shit. I start stream. The stream key isn't even correct because of Twitch. I get here. I'm like, oh fuck, I have to reset the stream key. I have to make sure the audio works. I have to make sure, I pre-prep for this, but also not enough because I kept having to delay it because stuff kept coming up. Oh my God, but we're here. We're fucking beginning. I'm going to begin. It's going to happen. Fucking, I'm gonna play beginner's guide if it kills me. And my God, it sure feels like it is going to because of how much bullshit I've had to go through to get it to get here. I'm gonna collapse after this is all over. It's fine. Oh, it doesn't like when I tab out. Anyway, I have heard a lot. Okay, no, I haven't. I have heard a lot from a few people about this game. A very dense sort of list here. Um, it's good. I've never played it. I've never seen any gameplay of it, so this is totally blind. If you backseat me, I'm going to fucking get you. This is a promise and a threat. Um, but it's whatever. Hi, cow legs. Sif, you didn't follow me? Hi, Sif. Anyway, I'm gonna fucking begin if it kills me. Alright, that's why we're playing the beginner's guide. It even says it in the hi in the name. Thank you for the host, Jay. Anyway, let's fucking begin. Beginner's guide. Please make sure audio is on. Good. It's on. If it's not loud enough, please let me know. I turned on subtitles. Okay, I got that WASD shit.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide.
Okay, the
My name
subtitles.
is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made.
Oh
It's a
god, the
level for
sensitivity.
Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating
Oh,
crates around
oh
the level.
fuck.
And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean,
Wait, I'm gonna turn the sensitivity way down. I'm so sorry. Also, I don't think I'm gonna be having much commentary for this because it is so like this is more of like a personal type of game, like in the sense where it's like it's rude to like comment on other people's thoughts like that. And also because I don't want to accidentally talk over things that are important. So this might just be more of like a chill stream, but it's also one that I wanted to have. You know how it is. Anyway, continuing.
not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all
Sorry, that it's still super high. Oh my god. Okay.
going to give us access
Yes.
to their creator. I want us
Okay.
to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again.
You asked
And
first.
if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction.
Is the game also loud enough? Is it like an appropriate volume? Am I accidentally clipping your headphones by talking? I don't quite know. I might turn it up just a little bit. It's an appropriate volume. Okay.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Warning. Whisper machine active. Shift destruction imminent.
Oh fuck. Okay.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Very empty.
Security call reached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
I found this out.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
There's definitely more than I could do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that good with 3D. The only experience I had was like in summer camp once, and that's also the same year. In the same class, I also told us about Minecraft. So like, you see where I've gone with this.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
And that's it. That's all there is. Okay, that one's open. I'm just so sorry. I like to have a slow mouse.
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it.
It's fine.
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh. Yes, thank you.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the Whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
I don't really have much of a choice.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh? Okay, let's try it again. I'm eager to see what this bug is. Ah! I see!
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him, Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it, like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse.
I'd like I could see the edge of
I
the
don't even know.
universe.
I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
If it was worth anything, I couldn't move during that. Oh. Hi.
Yep.
Ah.
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Good, here, let me situate myself. Good, thing to have a first look at, I suppose. Oh, fuck. I don't know if this person is non-fictional. I'm not sure if it's a stand-in for the author. But whatever it is, it's a very interesting sort of case study we're getting a look at. I don't know. I don't want to ascribe too much value to it because this is entirely a subjective experience. Hold on, let me fucking... Oh god, help. Okay.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Hold on, let me back up. Oh, fuck.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends.
Ah.
Didn't need anything more than that.
Thanks for the
Which
bits.
to me is why it works, because
You don't need to... Thanks. I set up bit alerts. I don't know why they're not working. Whatever, though. Thank you.
it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Coughing my ass off. Oh, okay, I can't go backward. I am now entering...
And that's it.
Oh!
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. I am now entering.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games. I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
I wonder if there's stuff behind the building. There's probably not, but it's worth looking.
I know it's tempting,
suppose.
but there's actually
Damn
nothing
it.
over here. Sorry.
I'm glad that they at least put a trigger in for that. My god. Okay, let's stairs. Am I getting slower as I go up, or is this just like... Ah! Yes.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
I don't know if I should press enter, because I feel like that kind of violates the spirit of the game. But also, I don't want to be here all day. Sorry. Hold on. Hang on, hold on, this is a lot. Okay, let's see how much...
That's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Okay. I guess I should read
Coda
these.
would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Okay, so a button you press to stop the chaos that doesn't work. A key in one game unlocks a door in a completely separate game. A series of lavish manuals come with the game, giving you. Ready, set, fish. But yes. I appreciate this linoleum. Okay.
Well, this is new for Coda.
I
It's an
can't go
actual
back.
puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Can I... Oh,
Don't forget
There we
that
go.
solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
oh. It's fine.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Ah! It seems that this map has been copied and pasted hundreds of times.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Maybe just personal then. A personal message. You know, that's kind of how like I make things. Like I make things because I like to do it. Everyone else's enjoyment is secondary. I am now exiting. Oh. I thought I was entering.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his
Thank you
games
for being
are meant
first,
to play
Sophie.
a role in. Some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Alright. Okay. Oh, this is like an incline. Okay.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
Oh, Source.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it
Okay,
does
thank
well,
you
and it
for
has
posture.
certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Take a sippy. I don't actually have a drink.
The tools
But-
available to the creator shape what kinds of
Sorry.
creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
So linear boxy chairs a little bit. But I guess that makes sense. Oh, I also can't crouch. I'm not surprised that this is Source either. Stanley Parable was made in Source, right? whatever. I'm seeing the point of this. Okay. No fall damage, but that's probably for the best, honestly. I mean, CSGO is also a Source game, right? Whatever. Anyway, that's not really the... That's not the point of this. I never actually played CSGO. Oh, can't enter. This does look a little bit like that one portion that I was shown a couple of days ago, though. This is gonna make sense to absolutely maybe 2 people in the world. Whatever. I don't know. I don't want to be like that one tweet that's like person that's seen only Boss Baby. This is giving me Boss Baby vibes. This is just like its own thing. Doesn't do me good to like prescribe prescribe values onto something that is totally separate from it. Oh, thank you for the bits. Jay, it's fine. You don't need to donate. It's okay. Even if it is just 5 cents.
This
Oh,
prison,
fuck.
funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, I feel bad, like, kind of skipping all these things that were obviously, like, intended.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot.
But,
You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
that means something. That's something. There's a difference between a game being playable and a game being fun. Or something to analyze as a work. I wouldn't call this game fun, but I would call it a game. In the same way, oh my god, this just reminded me of something. Give me a moment, I'm gonna Blair Witch in the corner. This reminded me of this one person I knew that had such a horrible time with, like, the game Journey. Because he was like, oh, I just don't find it that fun, but, like, it's one of my favorite games. Because, like, I don't know, but we both got entirely different things out of it, even though it was the same sort of game. Because, well, 1, we were just 2 different people, and 2, not all games are meant to be enjoyed by every type of person. But that just reminded me of that really hard. I don't know. Incidentally, he was the only person that realized I was wearing a Journey sweatshirt. So, call that what you will. Oh fuck yes, grass. Grass.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time. There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Maybe they dislike it. I don't know. I'll throw my own interpretation at it. It's like you stop working on one thing and you go on to the next. You don't look back because you literally can't. Oh fuck. Okay. I don't think that's it. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Yes. What?
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Is this like an allegory of the cave thing? Oh. Nope. There we go. Not numlock. Not numpad. Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. You can't go to the other side. You can't go back. I don't want to answer with any of these. I guess I'll just say you don't want to. Okay. So, oh. Well. Oh, I'm back here. Okay. No, I didn't have to solve anything. Who are you? Oh, okay. I'll, pick you up on it.
And
That's
so we
kind
make
of a
one
staircase.
last descent down to the final floor of the level.
This is so much staircase to me.
It's a lamppost.
I can't go back. Oh, hey, I
I
seen
can't
that.
tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Okay. Oh, it just fades. Okay. April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. Fuck yeah, I hope so. I can leave notes and everything ever the note of them of another player. This room not. Oh no, that's mean. How do you leave a note?
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this
damn
game
it.
is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
I guess I have to read all these now. Whoa, holy shit. Can you guys hear me? Ooh. Hello. Reasonable.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
I feel like I should read them.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Everyone read this!
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
Okay, this game is good.
I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
This place makes me sad. Kind of a bummer statement to read after all of that, but whatever. I want to tell you a secret. Once upon a time, I did. Oh, hell. Oh, piss. Define fun. Balls. Balls kill. Anyway. How is there wood and grass and concrete here? What the fuck? I can't read that. Not for lack of trying. I just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be beautiful again. I'm crying now. I'm planning on ripping my eyes now. I must go do that. I must go now to do that. Do not be afraid. Do care. This game is no nice. I would like it when I could. Do you feel like a hero yet? In a world full of notes, one man will read all of them. This summer, you will believe blue speech bubbles will talk. The blue speech bubbles will talk. Cool cavern, bro. We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. There are too many messages in this area. It's fine. Why? Hey, I can type here. Fuck yes. I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. The guy over there wrote much wrong. Okay. I still can't believe there was one that just said balls, but that's fine. What the shit is this cavern? This game is from 2009. I hope it's okay. Boring. I can assure you, guarantee that there's an A chord somewhere here in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. Damn, what the hell? Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. Oops, wrong fortune vibes. Yeah, I refuse to believe. There is this fortune cookie I got that literally just had oops, wrong fortune in it. Butt ass butt. Okay, thank you. I need to go to the frickin' bathroom. Recognize me, please. Ooh. Oh, after that whole monologue, that kind of hits. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. This is a Dark Souls Bloodstains type of deal. A free t-shirt. Need other side door. Why you so? Oh yeah, it's 2009. Makes game, includes door. Can open door. Thanks. Open sesame. Door open. Someday I will meet the person who made this. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. Oh hey. New room. Do you hear the chimes? They keep you going, don't they? I would like very much to be desired. Also kind of hits. It's not very crowded here. Scared of writing something, don't want to feel judged. You can go in here, I think. This is true. Welcome, congratulations. I don't really know where to go with this. Don't bother. A game where you leave notes and someone everyone's a poet. This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. No, I don't think I will. Take my hand, let's jump together. I'm not doing that. Cabbage shaped Nation. What is that painting? I think it's circles. I just pressed C to zoom in, like this is Optifine. It does not matter if you ever get over there. They don't talk about me that way. Very good game. I think this is not going anywhere. Wait, I think this is not going anywhere. Next time I will do better. I need someone to talk to. This is a note? Don't listen to the other notes. Damn, that's a lot of them I have to disregard. I'm not safe. Okay, what's this one buried in the ground? Today I learned yo cannot fall off. This is true. Ethical. Read this one over here. I saw a person walking down there, now it won't come back. There are less notes as it goes on. Devil Tower Star. Well done, all of you. Whoever made this has issues. Painting, what does it mean? I think it just means that that sky likes circles. Stop faking it. Art. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Hello, I am trying to speak. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. Here it just looks like dots. Oh. A little bit, yes. Cabbage shapes are, again. We will all die someday. Who are all of you? Stop pretending you are other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Damn, kind of cynical, but alright. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Damn, kind of cynical. Hope that doesn't mean anything. Devil Tower Star again. I don't know what that was referring to. Maybe I'll feel real someday. He was himself the most horrible creature you could imagine. Also, hearing that monologue kind of hits. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game! I win! I beat the game! More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Okay.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door.
Okay,
on
I was kind of
previous
right.
chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Oh, lots of whispering. Scared of writing something, don't want to feel judged. I already saw that one. Escape, escape, need an escape. We cut it up and spread it between worlds. Lots more talking noises. Almost there. I have seen everything. I have traveled the world. I have never told anyone. I wish there were notes in the real world. That's called a sticky note, bud. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. Downward, keep digging.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
You close your eyes and wish for it really bad. Almost at the end. There were always other ones at the top on these paths that I couldn't get to because they were too far. Does this puzzle have a solution? OMG, I have been here for literally an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help! Oh yeah, 2009. Help! This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Shit, how do you solve it? Developers, answers, please?
And
Oh
because
my god.
there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I'm gonna blow all y'all's minds. I'm gonna solve this puzzle. I'm heading back to the start later, guys. Guys, it's not so bad in here. No answer, I think. There is no second switch. No solution. I'm gonna blow all y'all's minds. Fuck yes. Gaming. Oh, and the one person that figured it out. And it's quiet. Not really. Hey, what's this? How do you leave notes? What's this noise? Ah. It's typewriter. Am I there? Bro, I don't know how to leave notes. I'm sorry. Porn stars died
Okay,
too.
this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. I'm not going in there yet. I'm looking. This is a nice type of table. Oh, I thought it was like a cylinder. Oh, fuck. I am a little bit wrecking this furniture. Sorry. Yo, I love this circles. There's like shit up there. Or is it just like a ceiling attempt?
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
version 2.
A refrigerator. Put a giant hole in the ground. That's not a hole. Ten stoves line up against the wall. That is not a stove. I don't think I get to choose. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Fuck yes. Okay, well. And a table. I'm pretty sure none of my choices are actually making any difference. Yep. Oh.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for
I have
weirdness'
walked into the
sake.
IKEA.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
No, I'll walk that. Oh, I don't have a choice. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Go to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. The floor lamp on and back off. The left side sofa, move it a little. Fucking finally touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will not open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Yes. Oh. Well, I've forgotten it.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Oh,
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them.
there's something there with
Personally,
it.
I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But
No.
Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons.
No more prison!
This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay. Ah, but there is that light post. What a stark contrast between the last two. The prison that's like upside down and fucked up, and then this, which isn't even the prison. There's a phone booth looking thing. A phone booth. Ah, but now you're stuck. Hello, who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yep, I was in the escape tutorial. Yep, I was in the reverse prison.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I got it eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison, and it feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. That seems like the most interesting answer. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and things will be exactly the same as before. Ooh. That kind of hits. It actually does change. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that, you know? Or I'm still me, I'm not somehow, it's hard to describe, and remember to enjoy being who you are right now, it won't last. 2 or 3? Don't answer that. Let me say 2. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a cell from another version of me when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere, or tell me how you feel right now, or just talk with me for a bit. You said talk with me. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me, or it will make sense. Just talk to me? Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I will be here for as long as you need. Oh, or as long as the game will let me.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Oh. Okay. Snowy.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Oh, hey. What's going on? Well, my goodness. I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Though I thought I might have to be cleaning this entire house all by myself. Oh my god. And right miserable what I would have been. Everyone knows lots of hymns make lousy homes. That wasn't really a sentence I said the second
quality
time.
of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Ah. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Yeah. Much nicer. Oh, that's the table I want to see. Now would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? But yeah, sure. Oh, wherever the bedroom is. That's not the bedroom. Nope. Ah, I've seen this before. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a little bit? All the little details matter. I'm gonna jump on the bed. Oh, I can't jump on the bed! Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Or how did you end up doing this job? Or it's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. That one's mean. Do you enjoy doing this? Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tiny couch. Tidy couch. Would you straighten out the pillows on the sofa out here? Yes. Will. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there? I feel compelled to stare an incredibly personal and cheesy insight. You okay with that? Sure. Yeah, I'll try to get by. It's fine. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. Oh. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? I feel like I'm kind of doing your job for you, but it's fine. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Look, yes, I'm scrubbing. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Perfect. Now then, how about...
After the intense set of prison games, this house
I just
cleaning
did
level
this.
almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Did these chores ever end? I just did this. Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we leave the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom, believe it or not. Trust me on this one.
I know that Kuda really liked
did
this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is like a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. Oh, there's a bit of truth in it. True. Anyway. Okay, don't own it, I suppose. So, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? Thanks. More terse with me. The pills on the...
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Question.
But
do you enjoy
of
this?
course,
Oh.
It can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
That's true. That definitely applies to me. In some aspects. And also bad aspects. Yo, I love ramp. Ah, you again.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009. Items you love at
This
members-only
one gets a
prices.
bit goofy.
Why did you come here today? What is it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know that is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. Thank you for the points. I'm fine, it's okay. And the question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game,
Being perfect is
perspective
effortless. Ah!
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh. I'm just gonna say one, because that seems the least bad. Well, let me tell you right now, it isn't leopardless, and it's not the right answer. Yeah, these other two aren't that good. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being intelligent, as wise. Thinking is not. Oh, they're like differently. I probably can answer the other two. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. So you got only one thing. What is the easiest and simplest path forward? Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Wait, that's really funny. Hahaha, just kidding. Want to do some ecstasy over this? Oh, I can say that. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. It's coming for you. It's coming to destroy you.
I felt pretty hard for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way.
And the fucking lamppost.
Completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
It's been there the whole
I
time.
think about this game a lot these days.
That reminds me a lot when I was like younger, like
This
in
one
high
took a
school.
lot longer than all the
I'm
others.
gonna pause so I don't interrupt this guy. That reminds me of like a lot of dreams I had when I was like in high school, where like every single time I would have a dream, it would always involve water in some way, like just that seeing that fucking light post. It's like I wake up and it's like, damn it, there was water in again, and now it's like, damn it, the light post is there, but it's always been there, and it's always there until I am cognizant of it, and then it's like, oh, when did you get here? But you were already there. It's whatever. Also, the teacher thing also reminds me of like when I feel like I'm projecting a little bit too hard, but that's not really the spirit of it. But it reminds me also of like when there were a few people that like I idolized really hard. Um um and I was like really my main thing was like, fuck, I want your gender, and I didn't internalize it at the time because I was like 15. And I idolized them really hard. And I'm like, wow, this person's so cool. And then like looking back on it now, it's like this person was not that good. This person had their own things going on that I just conveniently ignored for the sake of my own character development, and my own projection and my own needs. Which, oops, fucking oops. Anyway,
For Coda
that's
to make.
that's up there on the internet for God and everyone to hear.
It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Stage. Can climb up. I do also appreciate this person who just had like one project at a time, and that's what they did, as opposed to like hopping between several different projects, like I probably would. I've seen this. in the trailer. I don't know what that means. Fuck! Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. Oh. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Good, stay right there. The woman across from this room, in this chair, is a professional photographer of animals. Oh, hi. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Wise, happy, focused. Nothing on the top. Successful. Hello. Hello? That's it? Fucking the other options were bad. That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Okay, fine. Here are a lot of my hopes and dreams. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of this conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was so confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Wow! Now talk to her again. Okay, fine. A lot of cones. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. You're messing it all up again. Fucking what do you want from me? You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. It's not that personal. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Bro, I think I did fine. You're being too hard on yourself. Oh. Fuck this again. You. I think you're being too hard on yourself. Well. Bye, I guess. Okay, yes. Now this is working. This is what it was like.
Eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution, social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game.
I wouldn't
You know,
either.
it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Okay.
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Okay. Takes a long time to do that. Mobius Strip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Fuck, my posture. Okay, thank you. Okay. My eyes are closed. You can't see it, but they are. What the fuck? They are actually closed. This is probably really silly to look at. Oh. Fucking,
You should probably open your eyes
Oh.
if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve
Damn it.
otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
what's going on? Hey, hey, hey. Someone tell me to solve this. Please don't let this be forever. Oh, no. Hey. Bake myself? Fine. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm bigging myself. What's going on? Something to solve this. There's only so many solutions I can really have. Hey, help, I can't see anything. The thing is synced. Help, I'm blind. SS with, oh, hey, this again. Please, someone talk to me. Oh, they all say blind on it. I'm standing right in front of you. This doesn't seem like I'm doing anything. Someone get help. No, I can't fix that. Bro. Horn guy mouth thing moving. What? Oh, yeah, no, that's me. I have a PNG
Let me
tuber.
explain how you're supposed to do this. On either side of the room are elevators, which go up to an upper level. You have to go up, walk over to the person who's standing there, and then select dialogue option number 2.
What? There's elevators? Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Hello? I can't keep oh. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the
Like
truth.
I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So
Jump scare. Hi,
where's that
Cody.
coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time?
That's just their name. It's fine.
Here was the point in my relationship with Cody
That's
where
just
I
their
really
name.
started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Be nice to Cody. I thought it was gonna be easy. This is my brother, by the way, Cody. No, Jay, come on, don't say that. I'm deleting this. I'm deleting this message. How do I delete this? Fuck. I can't delete it from mod view. Don't say that, that's mean. I'm timing you out instead because I can't figure out how to delete this message. You're in my world now, and I make the rules. I'm stuck in it. Oh, hi, Ollie. We're going to be okay. Oh, it just ends.
His games are going to get more desperate
Oh.
from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
That's fine. That's a reasonable development cycle. Hello? Where am I, or what is this? Hello? Whoa. Where'd this island come from? What the hell? Yo. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I fucking am. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty and I have nothing left to get to my work. fuck? This person is not doing so well, it seems. When I try to create a Unti, you are probably burnt out. Oh no! What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped, and I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. There was a machine? Ah. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. Oh? It isn't far. I don't think it's going to be that easy. What? You have to take it to me. To take me to it, and I need to see it to know why it stopped. I don't think it's going to be that easy. I can do that, but there's a problem.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative
It's guarded by
frustrations,
difficult puzzle.
this one turns it up to 11.
Yeah.
Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because, from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on. You can't talk yourself out of loneliness.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
You have to say that game development is simple and joyous, then you love 100% of the time. It does not work that way. Sounds like there's crying also going on. Making games is simple. That feels wonderful. It's not that easy. Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Don't worry about it, just keep talking. You need to go to therapy. Keep seeing that creation is easy. It is easy, it never stops being easy. Oh, it's dialogue options from other
Seeing this
games.
game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Man, I don't want to answer with any of these.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop.
Ah, no.
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. Ah, I'm afraid. Hi. Man, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quiet or brutal. I just gonna say quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know of the machine. It calls itself Coda. Ah, I see. I'm just... Oh, Christ. How did you capture the machine? Oh no, this is how you see yourself? Oh no.
And of course, it's the machine.
Oh, you stopped. You're running on empty, but you're not doing so good. You stopped feeding us? Oh. These are all awful options. These are all awful options. At least this only depends on one person. I'm not making this fake machine. Apologize to all of these people. Apologize for leaving me. No, nothing. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Oh. Okay. My followers are my friends, just my friends? My friends! It falls on me to deliver bad news? Oh, fuck off. I don't want to answer with either of these. I guess the machine will not apologize to us. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need his games. This is true. I just want to let this machine rest. Let us show that we are not failures. These are all... Oh, no. No, I don't want to... Oh, no, these are actually worse. These are somehow worse options. Fuck. I could choose the funny third option, just not say either. Man, I guess everything that is created instead of just the machine. Incidentally, I'm doing a project on parasocial relationships in games. Wonder how this ties in. Ah, this again. Gun. Oh. 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 I can't destroy the stage. I'll make sure you're known? Oh. Isn't that what
now
you're...
the work is
yeah.
becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people. To get some actual feedback
I don't
on
think
his
that's it.
games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so
I don't think that's
did
it. I don't think that's the right answer
If he
here.
could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Ah, oh. Oh, I've already started shooting. Oh, I don't want to shoot this. Hi.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, And the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some
I'm not
external
gonna
reference
play
point, but
Splatoon.
they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
You don't have to watch me if you want to watch other people. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna be offended. You don't owe anything to me because you're related. Put down your weapon. No! Don't make me do this. I'm not. My hands are off the keyboard. I also can't move my mouse. Oh,
Can you see why I felt like this was the
don't
right thing to
make
do?
me do.
Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something. I really felt like I'd done something
Yeah.
good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
Oof. I feel like this isn't gonna end super well because doing things that are good for you are not necessarily good for other people. No.
When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
I can imagine that it didn't go so well.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's.
Hmm.
This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Ah! Devil Tower start. What does that mean? Also, hi. Also, what does that mean? Never done tarot, so that does give me some
This room
context.
actually has a maze in it.
Oh. Wow. Oh my god. Flashing warning.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the level, so when you're
Yes.
ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Yeah, because I don't want to accidentally... I don't want to give people seizures. Sorry. But it is important that I guess the maze is there. Because like wherever...
And to be fair,
Actually, no.
it's
I'm
not
gonna...
like this is the
I'm gonna pause my speculation till after it's done. I don't want to clog it with my own thoughts.
first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
I guess the point of, like, specifically with the flashing part of the invisible maze is because there's no more commentary going on. It's like, every time you bump into something wrong, it gives this awful flashing. It's like, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going, and you don't know what you've messed up until you've already done it, and then you forget where you've been. So it's like, it's inscrutable. You don't know what's happening. Ah! Oh.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011, I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
Damn.
Where did I screw up?
I have some thoughts about this, but again, I'm gonna keep to myself right now.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Oof. Yeah. I, Yeah, I guess I was kind of right. Not everything that is made needs to be shown to others. Not everything that works for you works for other people. Some things are just fun because you made them for your own enjoyment, not because they're for other people. You know?
I don't think I
Oh,
ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt. It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
yeah. I was surprised there was more text after that, honestly.
And
Ah,
the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, it was. I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
yeah. Yeah. Would it make you any happier? Ah, so they did not consent to this. Okay. Yeah, then I see why the I get it now. Yeah. Damn, that kind of hits. What? Sorry? Stop adding lampposts to them. Did they not do that?
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Did they not add? Yeah, I'd be mad. I'd be frustrated too. If like there were things that I made that I didn't want to show other people, and then they got shown to other people, and I'd be like, "What the hell?" I'd be frustrated. I'd be furious out of my mind if something, you know. There was that part earlier that was asking like, are all games meant to be playable? And there's a difference between something being playable and meaning something. Because something that like if you could have a game where you have a fixed point of view and you don't move at all, but that still is meaningful as opposed to one where you have an open world free environment but you can't do anything. So there's a difference. There is a distinct difference there. So, oh, when I'm around you I feel physically ill. Is someone knocking on my door? Someone's knocking on my door. Hold on. Folks. Oh, fuck, I have to change the thing back. Give me a moment. Executive decision. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the crux of this. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am broken or frustrated says more about you than about me. Oh. Hmm. Oh. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm
Oh, it's all
afraid that I
falling
did
apart.
something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried
Wait.
everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself
Hey,
in.
wait.
I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
This game is good. This game is good. Ooh. I feel like I'm doing something wrong just by continuing. Oh, man.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you. If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Ooh, man. I That certainly wasn't where I was expecting it to go. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I see why it's one of your favorites. This is a good ass game in a lot of ways that I don't know if I even have the words to articulate or the emotions to articulate it with. God. Yeah, some things you just make because you like to make them, not for anyone else. You know, a sort of logical extreme of what if the author made the curtains blue because they liked blue. You know, I know that like when I make things, like I'm streaming because I like to stream, not because I want to get Twitch famous. And if people showed me off with the explanation of this person is streaming because he wants to get Twitch famous, I'd be like, what the fuck? No, I'm not. You know, I'm doing this because I like to do it. I enjoy this. Um, and to misinterpret that so wholly and completely is kind of in bad faith. And I feel like even had I known that this collection, this anthology was released with the overarching purpose of trying to contact someone who is ostensibly never going to talk to you again, then I probably would not have played it. Because there's only so much you can do there, you know? There have been people that I've tried to contact before that don't want to talk to me, and I can't. They don't owe me anything. They don't owe me anything in my response. Oh, it's fiction. What the fuck? Huh? Huh? Would you mind clarifying that one? Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. Oh. Oh, I thought you meant fiction as in this didn't actually happen. Like, this person that made the game is not real. Oh, okay. I didn't realize what you meant. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just like the kind of feeling of trying to share something that isn't yours with this message attached to it that you attach to it kind of ruins the spirit of it. Like, there was that section with the stairs that was like this person deliberately made it so that you slow to a crawl on the stairs. And it's like, I don't want to press enter because I feel like that kind of ruins the spirit of it. But I press enter also because one, I'm putting on a show ostensibly, and two, because actually that's mostly just it. Had it just been myself, I would have gone the whole way. You know? It cheapens it somewhat. Um, and just the thing about like, hey, don't talk to me again. Making this game, is that not kind of a show of hubris? Of trying to contact the uncontactable? Uncontactable? I don't know. Fuck. This game is good. This is a good ass game. Good ass games. Plural. I'm glad that I got to play it. I'm glad that it was recommended to me. I'm glad that you recommended it to me, Sophie. Fuck. How do I end this? How do I, like... Yeah, the beginner's guide. Who's beginning and what am I being guided through? Man, this is a big chunk of knowledge to sink my teeth into. Anyway, fuck. I don't know how to like end this stream off of that. I'm mostly it's like, man, that only took me 2 hours. I could have done that in between class and went to fuck, whatever. Anyway, ugh. Yeah, I did enjoy it quite a lot. I'm very grateful that I know about it. Um, worth purchasing. Worth purchasing. Well, if you've watched it, you probably now it's kind of ruined for you. But if you don't, if you just tuned in, oops, I. If you just tuned in, go buy this. All right. Anyway, fuck it. Let's go read Holly. She's playing Doom 3. Oh, I feel like a sack of jelly. Anyway, thank you for watching. I don't know what else to say about it.